This will be my first time checking out Gore. What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. My name is Jorge, aka George. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. This is a special request by Tori. Thank you so much for the support. So she has requested that I check out this band. I'm on their YouTube channel right now. Okay. The description: If You Do Not Fear Me, out now. Looks like it is their new EP. All right. I want to try to find more information on them if I can. I have to be careful here with the search. Gore band. Maybe that will do it. Is the internet working today? What's happening? A little bit of a slow connection. Well, we're in no rush, I would say. Okay. Dutch band, 1985. I don't think that is them. That is not the right one here. Gore, maybe this one? A Texas-based band with a feminine perspective, known for their emotional gore sound, raw and vulnerable, and embracing the raw and filtered aspects. Continues on. Not seeing too much. Maybe I just have to go to their social platforms and stuff like that. But if you have more information that you want to tell me, feel free. So I'm going to check out their latest song here. Wrath. Official music video came out today. So let's get into it right now. Hold on here. I want to give you guys my honest opinion at the end. Analysis, however you want to word it. And feel free to stay for that, for the commentary. So grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on. And let's go. Okay, right here. Very wide shot, cinematic.
We got caught like the word of God in the throat of two secret lovers, like the river bends the shore to wake, just so we were made to hurt each other. But how speaks softer when it's closer, the sulfur and the sugar battle the mouth of my love, and I am certain you and I are destined for something south of blessings.
Oh shit.
Promise the wrath yet to come.
Oh. He's smiling.
Do you cry for me when you sleep? Do you call my name while you weep? Is it a gift you can give, a curse you can keep? Your loneliness is the burden in me. But hell speaks softer when it's closer, the sulfur and the sugar battle in the mouth of my love, and I am certain you and I are destined for something south of blessings. A promise for the wrath yet to come. But hell speaks softer when it's closer, the sulfur and the sugar battle the mouth of my love, and I am certain you and I are destined for something south of blessings. A promise for flesh and bone and shots of electricity. But do you ever wish that you'd have known me instead of only own me? I know that my revenge will be sweet like milk and honey.
A revenge. Oh, what the? This is turning out to be like an exorcism kind of thing. Man, let's just go back to that part here. They just ended so abruptly. But she gets her revenge. Her wrath is served. First things first, we hit the like. I subscribe to Gore, and I have a link of the original video down in the description below. So I wasn't even sure what type of music it was going to be. I mean, given the name, I had a strong suspicion that it was going to be, you know, metal. And that's essentially what we got. Very hard-hitting sounds. And there's this nice contrast between the heavy drums, the intensity, the anger, right, that is felt throughout the track, combined with her soft vocals. Very dainty, princessy, angelic. I like her voice. It reminds me a bit of, I'm gonna say, Amy Lee from Evanescence, maybe Spirit Box. I don't typically listen to metal. I have reacted to some songs here and there, but it's not a genre that I'm actively listening to, so I don't have like that much information about it. But I did recently, I remember this one. It was a collaboration between Amy Lee, that was the singer from Spirit Box, and Poppy, and that was pretty insane. I think this is along those lines, you know, same world. Okay, let me look it up here. This was fairly recent. Courtney LaPlante, End of You. That was pretty epic 3 months ago. So yeah, I'm getting the idea here that they're basing this off like medieval times. This is, you know, ancient storytelling. We have the whole lore by Gore, and so she's a princess here. She has this necklace with the power of 1,000 suns. I don't know, the equivalent of like the ring in Lord of the Rings. And she falls for this guy, this soldier that I guess was going to rescue her. She goes along the ride with him, and then she got struck by this arrow. This guy coming out of nowhere, lurking in the woods. This scene right here actually reminded me of Shrek a little bit. Shrek 1, you know, when they're going back, Shrek rescues the princess and they have to travel through the woods, and there is a fight scene in there with people that want to take them out, and, you know, shooting bows and arrows and stuff like that. And they have, well, I guess the horse here would replace donkey, but it's kind of similar. I thought about it. And there's this back and forth between the magical storytelling of the time period and the actual band playing. We see them there, but I like how they're dressed in the clothing that you know, that fits the story, and they have this like camp out, so they're nearby. and they're incorporating themselves in the world, which I think it's pretty cool. So it doesn't take you away from from the immersion of the story, right? It would be, I guess, a little bit weird. You could still work, but you could have, them in medieval times, and then the band playing in like a studio in a basement or something, metalish. But then it would be maybe a little bit too harsh going back and forth from those. So they have that here, but they're still, within the world. And even this place here, the castle, I wonder where they shot this. I mean, there's not too many places that have ancient castles, at least not in the United States. So maybe this was filmed in somewhere in England, Scotland. Very nice landscapes over there. And so so she gets shot, and she's like, I'm pissed off. I'm gonna take this guy out. I need you to feel my wrath because you betrayed me, essentially. This guy, we thought was maybe the hero, maybe part of the good guys here, but he was smiling as she died. So it was all, this was a plot here, premeditated, I would say, to take her out, get possession of the powerful necklace, and then do whatever they wanted to do with it. But she kept, being, I guess she died, but not forever. She turned into like this Super Saiyan kind of spirit. And there was a part here where her growl, I don't know if if it was the actual singer, the female singer, that was able to go from like this beautiful singing that we're going here. I'm not doing a great interpretation, but then she goes into like this like possessed type of voice, and now we're getting scary. We're getting kind of dark, and even greater than that. So she transforms, and I don't know. I guess she sends some beings to harm the guy and get her revenge. So I guess it's a happy ending if we think that she is in the right here. But I like the music. I like, this music video goes along well with the energy of the track, and it's something very important. And it's one of the things I look for when I'm watching the video. Does it match, right? Like, are we getting the same thing that we're listening to? And I think it does. There's moments like this one where they're just riding the horses, into the sunset, and you hear her voice. And like I said, it feels very magical, very soft. And for like half the song, I was thinking, where is the voice gonna go in terms of evolution? Is she just gonna stay in sort of like this range here that we have going on? But then, of course, towards the end, she exploded and went into a lot more heavier energy. And then we get the shots of the drums, and there's a lot of fire. Of course, that becomes dramatic. That always works in these types of settings, to convey fears, extreme circumstances, battle, fighting. There's gore here. There's a big story to be told, and it is kind of magical, which I enjoy. That they have this concept of medieval times, and they can play around with surrealism and different aspects that we wouldn't see in real life. Yeah, then there's like the ashes going on. There's very nice like cinematic shots here. And again, this is very wide. This is something that you would see in like a movie theater. I wish I had one of those like OLED giant TV screens. I just have the one here, but I think this would look pretty cool if you would put this in 4K on a giant screen. And the music, I would say, hard hitting. Like I said, metal is not necessarily my style. I do appreciate it and try to understand where they're going. And the important thing for me when I'm, watching and listening to metal is that they have like a structure, that they have a concept, and it's not just about like whoa, like the growls and bringing that energy. I get that it's key, but it's like you also need the softer moments, the kind of wave to take you along the track and the story. And I think they did that beautifully here. So big up to the team for creating the music video. It was very compelling, very interesting, and maybe I will check out more from Gore in the future. If you guys have suggestions, please comment down below, subscribe, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.